If you want to know the latest and best looking armor sets in the latest update, you are in the right place. The latest version of the game adds a ton of exciting entries for your visual needs, so here's my top 15 armor sets and pieces you need to have right now. And there is no doubt that most of the newly added armor sets are a big win for the player base, but getting each piece can be a daunting task for some players since some of the set pieces are locked behind sealed artifacts challenges. Some armor pieces can still be acquired normally through the main story, back alley shops, and faction quest rewards. So if you already completed every challenges, faction quests, and the main story missions, or simply have 100% playthrough like mine, you will be getting all of the new stuff directly after updating your game and logging in. All of the new stuff will be sent directly to your personal storage, and what's left for you here is getting all of the missing pieces through back alley shops and calling it a day. But this means it's a nightmare for us guide makers to pinpoint where a certain armor piece dropped, right? So I spent a whole day pinpointing the exact challenges and quests you need to complete to unlock all of the key pieces. Damien received much love and interesting pieces in the latest update, just like the Duskmoon cloth armor. A single armor piece that adds 19 defense, level 1 booming speed, and 3 sockets to play with, giving Damien these mage warrior vibes. So pairing the Duskmoon cloth armor with more leather set pieces will enhance the aesthetics greatly. Unlock this armor piece by completing the Smoking Lance Desert Mount Maze puzzle under the Winding Path mazes. The Celestial Maze puzzle near the Deadfire Mountain is the key location for this challenge, and unfortunately, I already cleared it. What is important here is that I lead you in the right direction so you can get your piece. The Rovenia cloth armor gives Damien these fresh, adventurer-looking vibes, especially if you pair the Rovenia cloth armor with other leather pieces. The single-piece armor can give your build 20 defense, level 1 movement speed, and 3 sockets for customization purposes. Snag this awesome cloth armor piece by progressing the faction quest of Crimson Desert Request and clearing the path to the Crimson Mountain mission. Plate armor fans would love to run the Frenoa piece for Damien, and I just wish that it is a complete armor set, but it is a little issue to solve, since we already have a plethora of plate armor pieces to complement the Frenoa armor. This Frenoa plate armor gives an expected 41 defense at max upgrade and 3 sockets to play with. This is our first Sealed Abyss Artifacts Challenge reward on this list that you can start by getting the actual artifact placed in the southern section of Hernand, near the Steel Mountains. The Sealed Abyss Artifacts is placed between the Fork Roads, and the When Lightning Strikes challenge will require you to defeat enemies with specific range attack maneuvers. The Rivenheim cloth armor is one of the sleekest additions in the latest update, giving Damien this gothic knight aesthetics. Not to mention how immersive the basic dye of this cloth armor is, so further changes are not needed for my taste. Expect 21 defense, level 1 movement speed, and 3 sockets for customization at max upgrade. The Ancient Rift Maze is the required challenge for the Rivenheim cloth armor to be unlocked under the Winding Path mazes. Find the specific puzzle location just north of Hernand in the Ancient Rift area. Another black and sleek cloth armor entering the spotlight is the Sermena armor. This set is strikingly gorgeous because of the simplicity of its design. Having a full cape is indeed a huge plus, adding greatly to the armor's visual design. Expect 21 raw defense, a bonus level 1 booming speed, and 3 sockets to play with when it comes to max stats. Get the Sermena cloth armor by completing the Glory in Ruins mission under the Demenissian Request faction quest. The Dark Executioner leather armor is hands down the best new armor piece for Damien, giving her this solid leathery aesthetic with nice and tight leggings. I can see a lot of potential when it comes to great armor combinations because of the Dark Executioner's refined look. Unlocking the Dark Executioner is a pain, requiring players to complete the main storyline. Specifically, players must clear the Heart of Pyrrole quest under the epilogue missions of the game. And if you are getting value so far, subscribe to the channel. Liking the video and engaging in the comments helps me more than you can imagine. Or consider supporting us on Patreon or by becoming a channel member today. And I appreciate your support. Our greatest boy Cliff, of course, receives standalone pieces aside from his insane full armor sets. The Oak Barrel leather armor piece gives this refreshing infantry aesthetic if you are tired of running plated armor sets. The Oak Barrel armor gives your build 30 raw defense, level 1 lightning resistance, and 3 sockets to play with. The Oak Barrel armor is locked behind the Traveler with Oak Barrels under the White Crow's Gaze Trade Challenge quest. The challenge will require you to meet all of the tavern owners in the world to snag this new armor piece. Find the sealed artifact to complete this challenge in the town of Peilun. The artifact is placed near the center of the town on a fork road near the second Abyss Nexus in the town. The Vildyne leather armor will give our main protagonist a Robin Hood-like leather vibes. I can imagine myself running this armor piece with a full leather set, which is perfect for range-oriented setups. Expect 30 defense, level 1 lightning resistance, and 3 sockets when max upgrading this armor piece. The Sword of Trials 4 challenge, Undergoing's Advice Sword, is the key mission to unlock the Vildyne leather armor. Find the sealed artifact that gives this mission near the Kilden workshop in the region of Hernand. The actual artifact is placed on a stone pedestal just on the outskirts of the workshop. The Demenissian Grand General Armor Set is a 2-piece plated set that gives 52 raw defense, level 1 movement speed, and level 5 lightning resistance and 3 sockets to play with. The Solas plate pieces blends well with the Grand General Armor Set, explaining why it doesn't have the other pieces. Unlocking this set is rather particular or possibly buggy. This is a boss drop armor, so obviously defeating General Bastir in Chapter 8 should unlock the armor set since he is the owner of the armor pieces, as you can clearly see in here. But if you look closely, the armor set is not listed as a reward in the mission details. You can find the Grand General plate armor and the cloak in the Demeniss equipment shop, located in the main town. But I don't think this is the direct source of this armor since I already received this armor by just logging into the game. The majority of equipment appears in local shops, so you can buy them back just in case you accidentally sold them or dropped them. While the Demenissian Grand General plate cloak can fortunately be unlocked straightforwardly. Completing the Lunar's Judgment quest under the House of Elimor faction quest will reward you the Grand General plate cloak. The Red Riders is a sleek 2-piece set with a strikingly bold design. The full-plated helm is a big win in here, giving this Executioner Code-looking aesthetic. This is a plated armor set, so expect a total of 56 raw defense, daze immunity, and 3 sockets to play with. Clear the horse outside the Manor quest under the Demeniss request faction missions to unlock the helm. While solving the puzzle in Burham, will unlock the Red Rider's plated armor. This involves the Maze of Dawnreach under the Winding Path Mazes challenge quest in the region of Crimson Desert. Do you want to be a full martial artist while showing off Cliff's physique? Then you might want to check out the Martial Artist Garb, a standalone piece of armor that gives 19 raw defense, level 1 movement speed, and 3 sockets for customization. The Steel Grip against the chest, classified under Goin's Advice Training, is the key challenge that unlocks the Martial Artist Garb. You can get the key sealed artifact that gives the challenge, located south of the Unicorn Cliffs. The artifact is just placed on the stone altar and you are good to go. Things will go spicier from here as we are heading to the best new armor sets territory. And the Martial Monk set is one of the best latest additions that an armed character builds enthusiasts will love to have. And finally, we can now activate our full Ultra Instinct setup with this sleek attire. And I cannot wait to optimize my martial arts setup. This 3-piece set provides a whopping level 4 attack speed just from the gloves alone, level 4 movement speed, and 5 sockets to play with. But the banger here is how easy it is for the Martial Monk to be unlocked. Although players needs to wait till Chapter 9, the armor set will only require clearing the Path of Disciple mission to unlock the gloves and boots, and beating the story boss Trukan to unlock the armor piece. And finally, a lot of players are waiting for Cassius Morton's plate set, the Unyielding Heroes plate armor set. Indeed, one of the best plate armor sets in the game when it comes to design, giving this striking antagonist Dark Knight aesthetics that many of you are eyeing for. The whole set gives you 108 defense, level 7 fire resistance, daze immunity, and of course 8 sockets for customization purposes. You will get the Unyielding Heroes plate armor by just beating Morten in Chapter 6, which is part of the main story. After beating Morten, the Unyielding Heroes plate helm can be unlocked by locating the back alley merchant in the town of Thalwind, near the castle of Calfade. From the main square of the town, head to the town's mill, and behind it is where the merchant truck is located. Snag the Unyielding Heroes plate helm for just 17 silver and move forward. This is where it starts to get annoying since the Unyielding Heroes plate gloves are locked behind the Into the Barrage challenge quest, classified under Goyen's advice battle. Find the sealed abyss artifact that gives this challenge mission in the region of Deep Fog Basin, southeast of Calfade. The abyss artifact is placed on a stone pedestal in the middle of a fork road. The Unyielding Heroes plate boot sealed artifact can be obtained northeast of the castle of Calfade, located on a stone pedestal at the side of the road. This will unlock the Vanish Wagon challenge mission, which will unlock the plate boots, classified under the Master Dues set of challenges. At this point, I am pretty much aware that Pearl Abyss loves to annoy us since the sealed artifact linked to the cloak is located in Crimson Desert, specifically located north of the city of Tomaso. Get the sealed artifact placed on a stone pedestal on the side of the road, and this will unlock the Hunter's Discipline mission under White Crow's Gaze Hunting Challenge mission. Complete the challenge and this awesome cloak will be yours. When I first encountered the Knight of Carnage in the game, it greatly disappointed me that we were not able to get the full set after beating the guy. But in the latest version of the game, we can finally be a legit fantasy knight that I've waited for so long. There's something about the Knight of Carnage that set itself apart compared to the other plated armors in the game. Expect 108 raw defense, daze immunity, level 5 fire resistance, movement speed level 2, and 8 sockets to play with. Getting the armor piece is rather the easy part, since you just need to defeat Gregor the Knight of Carnage in Chapter 8, which is part of the main story. But here comes the tricky part. After beating Gregor, the Carnage plate helm will be sold in Breck's back alley shop, located near the entrance of the west gate of Demenissian. But the annoying thing here is that there is no clear factor for how the Carnage plate cloak, boots, and gloves will appear in Breck's wares. My 100% save file pretty much shows the missing items that I can buy, and keep in mind that I have not lost the armor pieces in question, while my other save file is just stuck on spawning the armor and the helm. Keep in mind that this is a save file that has already completed the game and can't spawn the missing items. I am almost certain now that there's no other way of getting these armor pieces aside from buying them here, since as mentioned, I have never lost them, and already available when I first log into the game. And I am also thinking that completing the whole Demenissian faction quest also affects this. Other than that, it's beyond me. But in all of the new armor so far, I cannot stress how gorgeous and majestic the Ashen's plate armor set is. Truly one of the best armor sets in the entire game when it comes to visuals alone. In my own personal taste, there's really no need to dye this armor set. I so admire the dirty white and rugged aesthetics that adds to the immersion greatly. The Ashen plate armor set gives your build 107 defense, daze immunity, level 2 movement speed, and ice resistance level 5, level 1 lightning resistance, and level 2 critical rate for unarmed attacks. Unlocking the whole armor set requires a ton of work though. You can unlock the Ashen's plate armor by beating Tarandus in Odek village, and you need to progress the whole Palon militia quest, and eventually you will unlock the Odek's quest line to fight this boss. Beating Tarandus will also unlock the Ashen's plate helm, which you can just buy from Craig's back alley shop near the Odek spear for just 40 silver. Getting the rest of the pieces is where the real challenge begins. The Ashen's plate gloves requires you to complete the On a Storm of Beasts challenge mission under Goyen's advice training. The sealed artifact that unlocks the said mission can be found in the town of Odek, just east of the main town. There's a dedicated altar for the artifact so you can't miss it. Head to the western section of the Silver Wolf Mountain near the long-lived tribe tree houses. The key sealed artifacts is located on a stone pedestal, and opening the said artifact will unlock the challenge mission Caves Exploration Logs, classified under the White Crow's Gaze Life. You need to acquire all 100 knowledge entries of caves across Pywell to unlock the boots. The Ashen's plate cloak can be unlocked by completing the Tiny Citizens of Grasslands under the same category. It requires you to obtain 76 arthropod knowledge across Pywell. Get the sealed artifact located southeast of Odek's Pier, placed on an altar. Use the artifact and complete the challenge, and the cloak will be yours. But all of these armor sets are pretty much endgame sets. But what if you want to know the absolute best armor sets in the entire game? This video will guide you on everything you need to know. And with that, I am the Samurai. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.